Connors let out a snort. You're right, it's not. I know the others had more of a say in their coming here. I wish you would have too. It's okay, I know why I'm here. Do you? Well, you don't. Not yet anyway. Midas didn't understand what the coach was getting at. Well then tell me. Connors looked around at some of the kids who were still eating. I'll wait for everyone to finish, then we can start on that topic. On hearing that, everyone finished up quickly. The desks were cleaned, and the bots rolled the tables out. Satisfied they were ready to start class, Connors stood on the platform and set his coffee cup down. Being a superhero is without question the second most difficult job on the planet, Connors said and paused. Darkspeed sensed the pause and asked, What's the most difficult job? Getting you to realize how difficult being a superhero is without someone dying. That may sound harsh, it's meant to. Connors started speaking again, quickly with authority. Every day you put on the mantle of a superhero, things are expected of you. People will depend on you, and if you fail, they will suffer, or worse. If you are weak, people will die. It's that simple. I'd like to say life and death situations are rare, but I can't. The mantle of a superhero requires you to deal with them all the time. The mantle of a superhero is one of sacred responsibility. You are not allowed to be only half ready for it, half trained, or have your head only half in the game. You must be totally committed to what you are doing. If you're not, the mantle will crush you. With that knowledge, why would anyone want to be a superhero? Why would anyone want such an awesome weight on their shoulders? Why would anyone want that? So I put young Midas' question to you. Why are you here? Connors pointed at Darkspeed. You have 3 seconds to answer. Go. Darkspeed stopped thinking, like a deer in headlights. To ensure the public is protected and safe from, harm and... This isn't a police academy. Olympian, you go. I was born and raised to be a superhero, Olympian said. Wrong. Bioforce, you're up. To protect human life and keep the innocent from dying, Bioforce said. Wrong. Virtuoso, your thoughts, no one else's. Go. Virtuoso just sat there trying to think of what to say for a moment. To make a difference? It's a question, not an answer. Wrong. Midas, you're up. I guess I don't know, Midas said. Honest answer, but still wrong. She. I'm guessing your father never taught you this lesson. Give it a shot anyway. She thought maybe she had the answer, but was unsure now. Because we're the only ones who can? Good try, but still not what I'm looking for. Connor stopped and made a hard look that panned over the children. None of you have any idea what it really takes to be a superhero. Some of you may have thought it would be gadgets, combat training, a team, a secret decoder ring. None of that will carry you through the hard times. To be a true superhero, you need unwavering commitment. Now, for each of you, the reason for that may be different. That's okay. I expect each of you to be your own person, but none of the answers you gave me will carry you through the hard times. You train for combat. Why? To face down supervillains, serial killers, bad guys, evil geniuses? Combat is only the tip of the iceberg. By the time you see a supervillain, they will know everything about you. You'll be trying to guess their name and they'll know you. They'll know everything about you. They'll know your strengths, your weaknesses, how you've performed in the past, who your teammates are, how you work together, where you come from, what your signature looks like, your favorite food, your email address, where your loved ones lived, how to use your love for them against you. You will always be behind the 8 ball, working to prove yourself every day. Ask yourself, will the answers you gave me justify your sacrifice? Will you be able to face those incredible odds every day? Will the answer you gave me give you strength when you see a fallen hero, a dear friend of yours, memorialized as a statue? Have you really thought about why you're here? First team was speechless with glossy eyes. They felt as though they had just learned there was no Christmas anymore, nor birthdays. Connors let it sink in and said nothing while he waited. She, Darkspeed, and Midas all heard explosions coming from outside. Is something going on outside? She asked. Yes, my guess is that the other coaches are starting their teams on combat training, Connors said. Are we supposed to be out there? Olympian said, wishing he were anywhere but where he was. Everything I say in here is for your ears only, just like in secrets training, got it? Connors said. Got it, first team responded. In my opinion, combat training can wait. I have 6 years to teach you how to fight. I can teach a monkey to fight in that time. But if your head isn't in the right place, you'll be useless and my time would have been wasted. What is the right answer? Darkspeed asked. For you, I don't know yet, but I will know when I hear it. If you don't know, how are we supposed to know? Bioforce asked. I know my answer. It won't be the same as yours. Each of you needs to give me a real answer. That's your assignment from me. Find your own answer. The question is, why am I a superhero? Use any means at your disposal. Blow off homework. Hit yourself with a rock. Bark at the moon. Ask your parents. Talk it over with your teammates. Ask anyone but me. Do whatever you need to. Have an answer for me by 1500 tomorrow. Oral report or essay? Bioforce asked. Bioforce, you can paint me a picture if you think it will convince me, but I prefer you write it down. Is that all for today? Darkspeed asked. No, you have your 1630 specialty classes. You break up into classes by position, except for leaders. Darkspeed, you will attend hitter's class today with Olympian. Then, stealth classes with She tomorrow, and so on. I'm going to leave you to your work assignments. Be in front of this building at 1620 to get class locations. Any questions? What was your answer? Virtuoso asked. Connors looked thoughtful for a moment. Ask me again tomorrow after I've read your answers. Connors grabbed his coffee cup and exited the room. First team looked around at each other for answers. No one volunteered any. Darkspeed stood from his chair and said, I don't think the answers we need are in here. Let's meet in front of the building in an hour. What about Never Alone? Midas said. Where can we all go to get the answer? Bioforce asked. Can you teleport all of us at once? She asked Virtuoso. Yeah, if I know where I'm going. Can you see my home outside of Tokyo in my mind? Yes. Great, let's go. She jumped to her feet and motioned for the others to get up. Are we allowed to leave Alpha? Midas asked Darkspeed. As leader, I'll quote our coach. Use any means at your disposal. Teleportation is at our disposal. Let's go. She touched her earpiece and spoke in Japanese to someone on the other end. We're ready. What was that? Olympian asked as they huddled close to Virtuoso. Telling my mother we're coming and to deactivate the security bots. Security bots? Midas said as they disappeared. The 6 members of First Team appeared in a large hallway that stretched off in both directions. A casually dressed Japanese woman walked out of one of the nearby doorways. So this is your Alpha Team. Welcome to Bishamon Base, Dr. Noguchi said. Mother, I'd like to introduce you to Darkspeed, Olympian, Midas, Bioforce, and Virtuoso. First Team, meet my mother, Dr. Noguchi, she said. I see you've shared secret identities. It's nice to meet you all. First Team tried to respond, but she cut them off. We're on a bit of a time limit. Where's Father? I told him you were coming. He should be here any second. Would you like to wait in one of the conference rooms? I can make tea. That's not necessary, Mrs. Noguchi, Darkspeed said. Dr. Noguchi started to walk to one of the doors. Jet has never brought friends here before. Don't make me ask twice to be a good hostess. She followed her mother and gestured for the rest of them to follow. Inside of the room were large conference tables, computer consoles, and several large screens on the wall. Looks like mission control, Midas said. In some sense it is, Dr. Noguchi said. Now sit while I go make refreshments. Darkspeed was about to protest her hospitality again, but stopped when she made large, angry eyes and shook her head no. Once her mother exited, she said, when she comes back in here, you drink her tea, eat the cookies, and say thank you. But she doesn't need to feed us, Darkspeed said. Of course she does. It's called manners. Where are yours? I'm with she, Olympian said. I don't get that about Americans. You come to my house, and my mother won't stop till you bust a seam. And if you don't, she'll think her cooking is no good. Darkspeed looked dumbfounded until Virtuoso took pity on him. Look, say you have a new car you're jazzed about and you want to show it off. If someone refuses to look at it, your feelings would be hurt because they refused. She's mom is offering something she made herself. Don't refuse. Oh, I get it, Darkspeed said. Yeah, don't be rude, Midas said. Bioforce laughed and joined in. Yeah, Darkspeed, don't be rude. Midas, you're an American too. You didn't know about this either. Darkspeed shot back to Midas. No, but I've never had Japanese tea before, so bring it on. She turned to Midas like an all-important topic just came up. You never had Japanese tea before? I never had any Japanese food before. Not even sushi? Nope. She put her hand over her mouth at the confession. Oh, I have some things to show you. The door to the conference room opened and Shogun stepped in. He placed the red helmet of his neo-traditional armor on the table. Konnichiwa, he said loudly.